Honorable Session Chair, dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen, and my dear friends. 29th state, a new baby, new to ISL, perhaps Indian State League, but carrying the old ambitions of welfare and a well-governed state right from the grassroots to the urban areas, a 360-degree perspective, smart governance, good governance through electronic governance. This is what the vision of Telangana is on date. I am humbled to get a privileged opportunity to present some of the key views and thought processes of our government of Telangana to this august presence. Well, when we think about electronic governance and we started new, we thought, let us ask the young minds of the state and the country who are living at Telangana, how do you foresee a state who has got a lot of IT skills, IT investments, and of course, IT ambitions already in place? How would you like to nurture it with your own hands and going forward? In the process, we were interacting with the youth from the arena of college and school. And a very interesting answer came from one of our very young students in one of our state school at Hyderabad. The young chap, a sixth standard student, he said that, sir, if you talk about e-governance, and it gives me an impression that government is electronic. So there is an electronic machine who's acting like a minister and a super electronic machine who's acting like a chief minister. And I asked him, did you see a Steven Spielberg movie yesterday night? He said, sir, you guessed it right, I saw iRobot. But yes, this made us think. What probably the student was talking about is the automation. What probably the student was talking about is the vision that we pull from the future. And IT doesn't limit its boundary toward the information technology, rather the working procedure in the government offices and the connected offices and the offices who are in the partnership with government or otherwise, institutions, NGOs, and why not the public space where citizens are themselves the masters, they are the chauffeurs, and they are the architects of their place. So Honorable Chief Minister of Government of Telangana, he proposed a thought which was way back given by our own Bapu, Mahatma Gandhi. He said that, yes, we need to invent a lot of good and new things, but it's the time we go forward and implement the thoughts which have been doing the corridors from the ages of independence. And these thoughts are nothing but Gram Swaraj. A thought where a citizen and the people and the government machinery work together in the state at the grassroots level, at the panchayat level, in 360-degree perspective, which is managing the services, getting the services at G2G, G2B, B2 hemisphere, managing the functioning of the panchayat, and of course, skill development of the people and a healthy living of the people through various e-governance tools, utilizing the schemes of the various departments and the government. We try to rechristian the name in the local lingua, and we call it Mana Vuru Mana Pranalika, which means my village, my style of functioning, my art of functioning. The e-Panchayat MMP, which has been crafted by Department of Information Technology, has been a standard model and a guide model for us, but to customize it to the local requirements, where we are not only doing the village planning, we are not only doing the implementation, and we are not only doing the report generation and the monitoring. There is a special need where we actually are trying to go beyond that and understand the niche requirements of the village. What could be these niche requirements? We were told that a housewife in a panchayat or a village, she is the master. Of course, in India, we had home minister, but I think home minister sir would also agree, the real home minister is in the house, the ladies of the house. So, how about they have to depend on their better halves or the young children to book a new gas connection? Or they have to remind somebody in the family to pay the electricity bill. And whatnot, the list is endless. All the utility services. So, through this scheme, where not only they are able to do a lady in the house, the master, the main woman folk of the society, the mainstream, they are not only able to access these kind of facilities directly, but at the same time, they keep a tap on that. Similarly, there was also a need that these discrete requirements were always there in place. How about the societal requirements? How about village has got a good base of slurry and waste management system? Village has a good production of animal husbandry products and has a good animal husbandry system and has got a good cattle product. Why can't the young minds of the village and the ladies over there manage it themselves? And if they can manage it, why they cannot do the planning themselves? So there was a need to extend or improvise and customize this ePanchayats project and the solution, and we are actively pursuing that. We look forward to launch the basic ePanchayat project with all modules in place, the standard modules and the improvised module in a very near future. And we'll try our best to come up to somewhat at merit levels of this Gram Swaraj concept. But there still remains a challenge. When we are giving this baton of managing the IT and e-governance agenda, or rather say the village functioning agenda, to the people of village, how do we do that? Because we are introducing a lot of solutions in place, a lot of software applications in place, and they require a very specific way of handling. And to our good luck, the project National Digital Literacy Mission was already launched by the Honorable Prime Minister. So, IT Mass Literacy Program would be the key solution to that. Under this program, to start with, 5 districts and 5 mandals of Telangana will be going through an extensive survey where we'll identify this key group: the women, the youngsters, the pensioners, and of course, the very enthusiastic and very charismatic, the elders of the village, who still have that experience. These 2 kind of mission and torch bearers will be given a training on the basic handling of the IT devices, which will not only be mobile or computer, which would at the same time would be handling of the e-kiosk, or a kind of forum where they know what are their rights, the rights of services they got, how they can access them, and at the same time they can pass the message of utilizing these opportunities to the next generation. And when we see it in a total perspective, so it is well said somewhere that we are coming with new and virgin ideas. We are good in planning. We have a good zeal for implementation. But is it being implemented and being reciprocated at the same time? And when we have this, the grassroots people who themselves would become the mission bearers, the torch bearers, then exactly you don't have any worry. They will be leading the show, they will be architecting the show, and they will be doing the gap and impact analysis themselves. The second factor, which is very important, which comes with
could I please request you to compress it? There are two more presenters.
I'll take just 2 minutes more.
Fine.
Apart from the basic services, what else a citizen would need? And it's the security. So as most of us are aware that Hyderabad is the leading IT destination, hub, lot of investments. So how do we generate a sense of security? The specific area in Hyderabad is known as Cyberabad. And as we have been talking about this specific elite group, which definitely has female folk as the major constituent, we have a concept of establishing all women-oriented police stations. Plus, we are planning to establish security cameras all across the place. So 5,000 security cameras have been ordered, and it's a mammoth project. All nooks and corners will be connected. The third aspect, which is that, yes, we have discrete infrastructure at different places. How do we relate that? For that, we need connectivity in place. Yes, there is a concept of Wi-Fi, and it is internet for all. We are trying to merge that concept. Hyderabad is planned to be the next Wi-Fi enabled destination. Government is encouraging the partnership, and not only Hyderabad. When we are discussing with this Gram Panchayat, there could be connectivity through satellite, VSAT model. There are new VSAT devices which would emit the Wi-Fi as well. So the young youth in the Gram Panchayats and the villages can use the facility as at par with the city. So to sum up, we have talked about the basic amenities and the government in the hand of people, security. The third important and the most important factor was empowerment. For the empowerment of the people, CSEs are being used as the training centers, where we are trying to have a 360-degree coverage on not only telling people about the right of services, but also telling them about telemedicine, National Digital Literacy Mission, farmer benefits, disaster management benefits, and of course, their own skill development and entrepreneurial opportunities. So in total, if it can be said that eGovernance for good governance toward better living of one and all is what we are seeing. A project-based, a timeline-based agenda is in place, and we look forward to have the learning and the participation, cross-learning and the participation with all the STEAM organization, various other states and Government of India. Ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to the new state of India, Telangana. I'm sure you will be glad to see the host of opportunities. Thank you. Good day.